For students who are unable to register before the day of, is there other options so that you can vote here? The various members of the police force are getting a little bit safer with new bulletproof and stab-proof vests. With Skyway construction and minimal parking, you may have reconsidered festivals held at the Outer Harbor. But this year, city officials say, along with other new additions, parking is not something you'll have to worry about. 64 people from 29 different countries have gathered here in the city of Good Neighbors to finish the final step of their path to citizenship. Police have notified residents that there's no dead body on the scene, but community members are still a little worried, wondering why the police have been here for the past 24 hours. With all these rules, you might be wondering what's appropriate. What can you wear? Like, can you wear this? Or these? If you feel like you shouldn't, Fredonia professors have advice for you. From Ben & Jerry's to Loganberry, Buffalonians are loyal to their Western New York eats, and today the Queen City came out to support Ted's 91st anniversary in the area. Man's best friend also getting the best protection as the four-legged members in uniform protect and serve alongside their partners.
Obviously the dog goes into a lot of dangerous situations and the dog will go in first, so he's the one that really does need the protection.
The various members of the police force are getting a little bit safer with new bulletproof and stab-proof vests.
We want the dogs to have the best advantage to survive whatever encounter they may run into.
Sheriff's deputies say the equipment is necessary for the courageous dogs, but the price tag,
close to $1,000 per vest.
That's why the nonprofit organization Vested Interest in Canines collects donations for vests, giving out more than 3,000 to our furriest officers. The 6 vests for Erie County were sponsored by the Staten Island Companion Dog Training Club.
It's quite an expense, and luckily these people donated them, so we're very excited about it.
The Canine Unit honors benefactors by inscribing their name on the front of the vests. If you're interested in donating, you can visit their website at vik9s.org. In Buffalo, Monica Manney, Spectrum News. This midterm election, Fredonia students hit the polls and returned to campus decked out in voting stickers.
I think it's super important to vote just because in a funny way, like it allows you to complain. It gives you a voice.
But some students' voices were silenced because they didn't get their paperwork in on time.
I actually sent it and I didn't postmark it and they got it too late, so it didn't count and I was devastated. I was just excited and then I realized I didn't get it in time. There's nothing they can do if the mail doesn't get it there in time.
And according to the Democratic Commissioner of Elections, only 5% of the 5,000 students in Fredonia actually voted.
Most of the students at the college, don't bother to register at all.
And for students who are unable to register before the day of, is there other options so that you can vote here?
I mean, I live 8 hours away, so it's absentee ballot is really my only option.
But absentee ballot is not the only way students away from home can vote.
And they gave me a provisional ballot.
Students who are registered in the area can go to Wheelock Middle School to vote. And if they're not registered, they can pick up a provisional ballot or an absentee ballot.
I think it would just be helpful to maybe have a workshop or something.
And if you're wondering if your vote counts, even though it's not counted until later,
students at Fredonia State could control any election in Fredonia if they desired to, because they got enough votes right there on the campus.
In Fredonia, Monica Manney, Channel 8 Update. Halloween is a time to celebrate your favorite characters and celebrities and invite in spooky traditions. Drinking cider, decorating pumpkins, and for Fredonia students, blackface.
I think it's trying to make fun of people's oppression, and I don't think it's right, and I don't think this campus is really doing anything about it.
This year, Fredonia sent an email before Halloween in an attempt to educate students on cultural appropriation and the impact of their actions.
It's always important that we're coming from a place of education. People might choose an inappropriate costume because it's out of ignorance.
So you might be wondering, if I'm just wearing a costume, why is appropriation so bad?
Disregard their identities and the things that they go through, because you're representing this for one day and they have to do it for every day of their lives. And you can take this off and no longer deal with the consequences of that, but they have to deal with these things every day, and it's very invalidating.
With all these rules, you might be wondering what's appropriate. What can you wear? Like, can you wear this? Or these? If you feel like you shouldn't, Fredonia professors have advice for you.
If you at all have an iffy feeling about your costume, don't wear that costume.
And if you're still unsure,
ask questions. It's as simple as that.
The internet is a thing.
Fredonia hopes their preventative measures will create a safe space for all students to enjoy Halloween. In Fredonia, Monica Manney. Neil Dobbins has made it his mission to protect Buffalo.
I buried a son. Neil Dobbins Jr. was killed back in 2003. So I know the pain of that family.
And out of his heartache came MVP.
M stands for Mothers and Men, minus the V, which is violence, equals the P, which is peace.
It also stands for Most Valuable Parent. The new group met Thursday with Snug and Peacemakers. Their agenda included ways to positively reach the community and come up with an action plan that they say will be long-term.
Understand that our success, our longevity, and our perpetuity is rooted in our unity. That's right. Is that right?
The organization wants to connect with 1,000 parents who will reach not only their own kids, but other at-risk youth.
We feel that it's our responsibility as parents to stand up.
For now, though, Dobbins has one message to Buffalo residents.
I just want to ask them to put the guns down. Just put the guns down and do everything in our power to have a safe summer.
If you want to get involved, MVP meets Thursday nights at 6.
This is a high-energy group, is that right?
In Buffalo, Monica Manney, Spectrum News.